report the news that nobody has the balls to report.
Why am I the only one breaking stories like this? You can call me Uncle Turtleboy, Clarence, Aidan. I don't care what you call me.
Did you not say that you were going to take my baby out of revenge and make him a transgender baby?
I think they don't like the things that I'm saying and they want me to stop saying them, but I'm not. I'm never going to stop. Now, these are the kind of stories, guys, that must be told. I'm just a guy who's breaking stories and reporting news from my basement.
Hey, what's up, Turtle Riders? How's everybody doing tonight? Good, excellent. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Uncle Turtleboy. Yeah, 2 nights in a row on time, only 2 minutes late. Who had 9:02 in the pool? That's why, like, nobody's here at the beginning, because you guys are so used to me getting here like 9:11, 9:13, something like that. But here I am. What do you think about that? That's also part of my New Year's resolution, is timeliness. So, all right, guys, I went ahead and I shared the link to the stream on the various social media pages. So do me a favor, go ahead and give all of those pages a like for me. Interact with the post as much as possible, share them, comment on them, stuff like that. The Clarence Woods Emerson is my personal page. That's we're getting close to about 27,000 people on that page, 27,000 Turtle Riders. We also have a little over 21,000 on both the Uncle Turtleboy page and the Turtleboy Sports page. So go ahead, like all of them, please. Get on there, follow Turtleboy everywhere. Also follow me on Twitter at Dr. Turtleboy. That's DOCTOR Turtleboy, because if Jill Biden is the doctor, then so am I. You can also get us. I also have another Twitter account. It's on my phone. I had to create 2 accounts. Long story. I'm banned from everything. At Turtleboy Phone. At Turtleboy Phone. I think I got total on those. I got like 15,000 followers, something like that combined. So follow me everywhere, folks. You can also follow me on Instagram. Got a new IG account. This is our 4th IG account. They keep getting deleted. We'll see how long this one lasts. It's at TV_daily_news. Okay. At TV_daily_news. Let's get up to 1,000 people in there. Let's get it going. And most importantly, if you're new here, which probably most of you aren't, smash that subscribe button for me. See that? And you need to hit that and hit the notification bells so you get updates every time we go live. But generally what we do around here is we go every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night at 9 p.m. We also do a thing called Turtle Club on Wednesday nights, but you have to join Turtle Club. That is a premium stream only thing. You can find all of that in the description of the video that you are watching right now. I'm going to go ahead right now. And like Michelle B says, leave comments after the show. Absolutely. I am go ahead now. I just went ahead and shared. Let me see. There it is. The link to something called Turtle Chat. So YouTube offers a function called Super Chat for a lot of people, where you get to, like, you can donate money and you can get a little message with your money and it comes up as a banner or whatever. We're banned from that because we're banned from everything. So we have to create our own. It's called Turtle Chat. And that is what it is, linked there. It's at the top of that. It's pinned to the top. You can check that out. If you donate to Turtle Chat, it's just like Super Chat on YouTube. Any amount of money you want, and you get to have a little, like, message that comes along with it. So here is my message. Like, for instance, like this is the last Turtle Chat we got from Jack. He says, $50. Carano is Exhibit A of why libertarians are useless in the culture war. They run every time at the sign of first trouble. Truer words have never been spoken there, Jack. So that's how the Turtle Chat works. I'm going to go ahead and right now, I'm just going to share this one more time to Twitter. My reaction. Carano announcement. Okay. All right. So anyway, I forgotten anything. Oh, we got Deb Z here again producing for us. How you doing, Deb?
I'm doing good. Hi, guys.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. Doing a great job behind the scenes. Good stuff. And am I forgetting anything, Deb? On Thursdays, I usually.
No, I think you covered it. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so why don't we go ahead before we get to the Carano stuff? I have a lot to say about that. We're going to play the audio from the Gerry Callahan show today. He quit, so we're going to get into that. But first, I want to. I have a ratchet who's she's in my inbox, and she wants to come on. I feel like we shouldn't touch the story unless she wants to come on, or else it's just stupid. You heard. Let me know. Come on now. All right. So she's like not understanding this. I hear yours, but damn, you would have paid for that. Okay. So what? Can you bring up the blog about the Springfield? Okay. So this is a story out of Springfield, they're from Ludlow. I wrote about these lovely sisters last year, the Martin sisters. They are ratchet extraordinaires, and they. Basically last year, one of them, Danielle, the younger one, ended up in the hospital, and the older one started a GoFundMe for her and claimed that the younger one had been sexually assaulted or something. You can keep scrolling down. There we go. Yeah. So she's like, oh, cool. And so I wrote another story about her. Okay. Because this time, I'll scroll up actually. I didn't realize this was today's blog. So I wrote about her on Monday because on Monday she went to a hair salon in Springfield, got 4.5 hours worth of work done to her hair, and it turned it silver. And then she went out to her car and it's like, oh, I left my thing out there, and then just ran. And so the woman posted the business owner, she posted this woman's face out there and it's like, does anyone know her? Within minutes, everyone was like, oh, it's the girl from Turtleboy last year, one of the Martin sisters, the one that frickin' gave her drugs. She gave her sister drugs, and her sister ended up in the hospital. Then she started a GoFundMe and claimed her sister was roofied and raped or some shit. But in reality, the sister just gave her drugs. So she ended up doing this. People immediately recognized her. And this is the kind of story people will say, oh, Turtleboy, you're always punching down on people, right? Why don't you go after? Who cares about this ratchet from Ludlow? Like, who cares? It's like, you guys don't understand. First of all, just because you're a small time ratchet doesn't mean you can't do big time damage to people. You know, like just because you're a small time player doesn't mean that your actions hurt any less against your victims. Just because you're not Rachel Rollins or someone like that, you could be a trashy person from Ludlow and be a bad person too. And these people get away with this type of behavior. And so I was happy to out her. And by doing so, we have effectively created a ratchet database around here. So when a ratchet does something anywhere, people can just cross-reference it with Turtleboy. They could let's put a name to Turtleboy, see if anything comes out. Oh, yep. There they are. They were on Turtleboy. They're obviously a shithead. Everybody knows that. And I think that's a good thing. I don't think that's punching down. I think that's exposing assholes. That's it. So enough with the punching down crap. Anyway, the younger sister, now we can scroll down a little. So she's not upset about, like, what'd she say? Oh, cool. What'd she say there? She goes, oh, cool. Another Turtleboy article about me. It's so nice. Some random guys behind a computer know the facts. Oh my God, Turtleboy wrote it. It must be true. I don't really care. You all know if your hair was fried, you wouldn't have paid either. Too old for the Facebook drama. So my block list is just growing. My favorite part is them bringing on my past. How relevant. So yeah, anyway, the sister is supposed to come on. The only reason I'm even touching the story is because the sister's supposed to come on, and now she's not answering. Let me call the older sister. I'm going to call the older sister, Jessica herself. And if she doesn't answer, we're going to go into the Carano shit. Because literally the only reason I had this on is because the younger sister specifically said she wanted to come on. I sent her the StreamYard link, and here we are. Okay, Jessica Martin. Tell me she didn't block me. Oh, I found her. Okay. I'm going to try calling her. Oh, no answer. Okay. So they're not picking up. I do know. I'm going to ask if I can get her number. Wait. Okay. All right. So this is what I got a message from her about her in July, about Jessica Martin. They said, hey, Unc. I want to know if you want an update on Jessica Martin. I'm done trying to stick up for her. She is still using drugs worse than ever. She crashed her new car 6 times in 2 weeks due to being so fucked up on drugs. She's cheating on her dopehead boyfriend with another dopehead named Nate Bennett. She's nearly losing custody of her daughter. If you want to make another blog about the Ludlow Ratchet Jessica, I will give you everything you need. I'm telling you, she's well worthy of a story. I'm tired of her abandoning her daughter to her parents so she can go and get fucked up. For the record, she supplied those drugs that put her sister in the hospital. So she goes, she's also been arrested 3 or 4 times in the last 3 months, all for assault. She's hooked on Xanax and heroin. She thinks she's untouchable. Her daughter's father, who is actually a wonderful person, is in the process of filing for custody. She obviously has no idea. She doesn't care who she takes down, family included, as long as she gets her fix. Yeah. So she's and actually I was sent a picture of her fucking car and it's all fucked up. So, yeah, I'm going to call. I got the phone number for the sister. I'm going to call the sister real quick. And if she doesn't answer, then we're going to jump right into the Carano stuff. Okay. Let me see. All right. Let's give her a call. I meant Jessica, but I'll take Danielle. All right. We're going to call. I'll start with Danielle. See, I got 2 phones now because I thought I was hacked. So I really do have 2 phones. One of them I don't really use anymore. 5, 7, 6, 4, 5. Okay. Here we go. Let's give her a call. Come on. You're silly. And we got Jessica's number 2. We're going to call that one next. Oh, Lionel Meeks, long time no see. Pooed my pants. Okay. So they're not, so she's not answering. Let me try the other sister here. God, these ratchets. If you can't trust a ratchet, then who can you trust? Let me try this one. All right. All right, here we go. Let's try this one. Hopefully we can get Jessica on the phone this time. Come on, Jessica. Don't let me down. Yeah, maybe she's washing her hair.
Hello?
Hey, Jessica?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Turtleboy. How you doing? You're live to tape.
I what?
Live to tape.
I lied to tape?
No, you're live to tape. Live to tape. How are you? How's everything going? You never return my DM. What was that? Yeah, it's Turtleboy. What's up?
I didn't want to go on your live just so I could get bashed even more because you have no idea how bad I'm being harassed.
Why are you? But maybe you shouldn't steal from people. That's not very nice.
Okay, but did she bother to tell you that I still offer to pay for the product?
No, you need to pay for the service. You spend 4.5 hours in someone's chair. You got to pay the piper.
And it's free, and she completely fried my head.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If the fucking cook, spoils your food, you're still paying for it.
If my food is spoiled, I'm definitely not paying for it.
Okay, that's a bad analogy. But basically, you can't say you didn't like the job afterwards and not pay for the goddamn service. You know that, right?
Well, she told me she would go, but she knew it was so bad that she told me to go in the next day. She'd fix it, and she would only charge me for my roof.
She never said that. You're a liar, Jessica Martin. Where's your kid? Where's your kid? Where's your child right now? Why aren't you watching?
Why do you need to know where my
Because you never. I got inside sources telling me that you're too busy going out getting fucked up, doing all types of drugs.
getting drugged and
Yeah.
getting fucked up?
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're talking
Oh yeah,
about.
you sound really sober.
Maybe because I have COVID right now.
Oh right, it's COVID's fault. That's going around. Everybody's blaming everything. Is COVID the reason you're a shitty parent? Is that the reason you couldn't pay for your hair, your silver hair?
My silver hair that was already silver when I went in? Why don't you get a fucking...
Wait, you had silver hair and you went in to get silver hair? That doesn't even make any sense. We're calling her back. I'm unsatisfied with that call. Unsatisfied with that call. What a cunt, huh? I shouldn't say that's a bad word. Come on, answer.
First of all, I have something and I can't. I don't do drugs. Fuck you.
You do drugs. I got sauces. Okay, so she's not even being fun. We'll get her back on Saturday. Now that I got her number, now we'll have some fun with that. Okay. So Danielle, I don't know where you're at. Maybe you're nodding off somewhere, but we had a date at 9 o'clock and you didn't show up. So we got to get started on the Carano stuff. Okay. So I'm going to bring this up. And before we do that, let me just go ahead and share. We got a turtle chat here. I want to share. So we got, this is from Laura. She donates $20 in the turtle chat. And she says, for my lack of knowledge yesterday, for those of you guys who missed it, we had Turtleboy trivia last night on 𝗬𝗃𝗃𝗃. Oh, Danielle's behind the scenes. We're going to get Danielle there in 1 second. So we had Turtleboy trivia last night. And unfortunately, Laura was one of our 3 contestants. She got 0 points, but she tried her best. Okay. So I might start doing Turtleboy trivia on like this show instead of just Turtle Club. Like, you know, I think you guys would like it. So maybe we'll do that one of these days. Okay, so I got Danielle in the backstage. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her up now.
Hi.
Hi Danielle, how you doing? Hi Danielle, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm all right. We just had your sister on.
I didn't really hear her talking. She sounded like she was like 4 miles away from her phone.
She sounded angry.
She was? I missed it. Damn it.
Yeah. So tell us. So how did you end up in the hospital last year?
I literally overdosed. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. No, my sister did not give me anything. I literally shot Molly into my arm. I literally shot Coke into my arm and sniffed like 4 Xanax. That's what happened.
And none of them came from your sister?
No.
Not what I'm hearing.
They all came from Jonathan Cunningham.
Okay, and your sister doesn't sell drugs or do anything like that?
No. My sister used to be dirty, but no. See, look at my leg. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hang on. How do I
you driving?
My camera? How do I driving? No, I'm not driving. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm trying to turn my camera. How do I turn my camera? What do you need? Hang on.
What is happening right now?
All right. Hang on. I'm trying to show you guys my leg. My
Oh,
scar.
this is. Thanks for showing us your scars.
It's what happened during my stroke. It looks like I got bit off by a shark.
It's not good.
See it?
So yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. But you understand that you guys had previously been arrested. You and your sister for jumping a girl, right?
I was 21 years old when that happened. So I don't know why that's getting brought up at 26.
Because it's a criminal charge.
So I literally beat it. I don't have any felonies or any
but
misdemeanors
it
or
affects your credibility overall.
I hear you.
And you said
you
can talk. I grant you that.
You literally told me in the messenger that I could talk.
I did. The floor is yours.
I'm not trying to be rude. So listen. So I went over my friend Jonathan Cunningham's house, And literally, he gave me the needles and taught me how to shoot up myself. And literally, like, that's what happened. So,
Okay.
I literally shot up Molly, and that was the best feeling in my entire life, just so you know. Which I don't do that shit anymore. My arms are very clean. See?
Yeah, you're totally sober. Right. So you don't do any drugs.
Man, I don't want another stroke.
Okay. So, anyway, so how do you justify what your sister did? Why is there a bad echo? Hold on.
I'm sorry, because you have to be on my speaker because I can't hear you.
Don't put me on speaker. Can you? Why? I don't have to be on speaker.
I can't hear you any other way.
You can turn the speaker off. It's StreamYard. You'll be able to hear me.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes. And there's no echo now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, see, much better. Okay, cool. All right. So, I mean, I can hear myself faintly, but that's okay. So how do you justify what your sister did, going into a salon, sitting down for 4.5 hours, getting her hair? It's happening again. Am I on speakerphone?
You can't hear me. No, you're really not.
Okay. So anyway, this is going to be very distracting. Every time I talk, I hear myself talking.
Hang on.
5
Let
seconds
me
later.
disconnect you from my Bluetooth.
That's probably it.
Is that better?
Yes, I don't hear myself anymore. Much better.
What?
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you at all. Hang on.
You can't hear me. Okay.
I can't hear you at all now. I have to put you back on Bluetooth. I'm sorry. My phone must be broken.
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Don't hang up on me, please.
I'm not. Okay.
You're not? All right, hang on.
You're way nicer than your other sister, by the way.
Sorry.
You're the nice sister.
Hello?
You're the nice slug pump sister. Hi. So, anyway, your sister stole from that salon owner. That wasn't very nice. What do you think of that? Hello? Is she nodding off? What's she doing? Do you know Mike Gianetti? You could be his 18th girlfriend. You might not. You won't survive, but it'll be fun while it lasts, I guess. Can you hear me? I can't hear a word you're saying. You've muted yourself on. People want to ask about your forehead. What happened to the forehead? Are you bleeding? You bleeding right now? Are you okay? Go like one. Show me one if you're okay. No? Okay, I think she's dead. You alive? One if okay. Can you give me a one? If you're okay? So you're not okay. Are you being kidnapped right now? Oh no. Okay, so she's dead. That's the end of her. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. What the fuck? Okie dokie. So maybe we'll have them back on Saturday. Danielle, I'm gonna have to. Can we just? We're gonna go another night, okay, Danielle?
I'm good. I can hear you now.
No, why don't we just come back on Saturday night? Can you come back Saturday?
I'm ready, please.
Well, no, it's better if you're in front of a computer. It's all fucking hazy and shit, and maybe we can get your sister on at the same time. Can we do that instead?
No, I want to talk right now. You promised me I'd have tonight.
Okay, I'll give you a couple minutes. People want to hear about this guy, Carano. Do you like Carano? Are you team Carano or team Turtleboy?
Carano? What is a Carano? Is that a person?
It's like a little bitch with like a Hitler Youth haircut kind of thing. It cries a lot. It says that it is under attack.
Is that what you're calling me?
No, I'm asking you if you're team Carano or team Turtleboy.
No.
That wasn't a yes or no question.
Okay.
Okay.
So go left.
So what? So you're talking.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
So can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Hang on.
Why is your head bleeding? Oh my God.
Phone disconnected.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
It's not going anymore, is it?
We'll find out in a minute. So
Oh my
what
God,
do you want to
I
say? So what?
It's 172.
Okay, so I gotta let you go if you're not gonna give me attention, though.
I'm giving you attention. I'm sorry.
You're talking to somebody else. This is bad radio.
I'm not. I was telling him where to go. That's all I was doing. Relax.
Okay.
So, literally, what is your question? I think that was one.
Huh? I thought you had something to say.
I do. Like, literally, like, I did not fake that stroke, my guy. Why the fuck would I fake a stroke? And just to get money for a wheelchair. I had to get money for my wheelchair ramp, my commode, all of that. I did not fake that GoFundMe. That's where all that money went to. I did not see any of it because it had to be used to build my ramp.
Who's Justin Murray?
My sister's boyfriend.
Okay, so because he's all mad at me. Is he the father of the girl? He's messaging me right now.
No.
See, you're not even paying attention to what I'm saying.
Yes,
What's
I
up?
am.
Are you bleeding? What is that spot on your forehead? Did you get hit with the lead pipe in the conservatory? What happened to your head?
I had a fight with the rug when I got drunk the other night.
Oh, so you're substance abuse free. Glad to hear. So you fought the rug. That's normal.
Don't judge me. Everybody gets drunk. I love you.
But not everybody gets covered in bruises and ends up with a GoFundMe from their crackhead sister. You know she's still doing drugs, obviously, right?
She's not still doing drugs.
Okay.
No, of course she's not still doing drugs.
Okay. So now your sister's crying. Your thieving sister is crying, and she's on here. And Justin Murray's
I'm not a crackhead. My sister has. Hi, Riley. My sister has never smoked crack a day in her life.
It's a term. It doesn't mean they actually smoke crack. What drugs does she do?
She used to do Xanax, and she used to be on heroin. That's it.
Oh, okay. So that's much better. Okay, good. All right. So.
No, I'm not saying that it is, but you asked me a question, and I told you.
Look it. So can I have you back on Saturday? I really want to get to this Carano stuff.
What's that?
What's a Carano? We've been over this.
Yeah.
I can't stop looking at that thing on your head. I can't stop looking at that.
Sorry.
What the fuck? What?
It's
that
a
you
scab.
got that
It's scabbing.
That's more than a scab. That's a concussion. What is that? Look at that thing.
I literally got drunk the other night and fell. Scraped
You
my
look
face on the
like
rug.
you look like you just got out of 𝗏𝗏𝗏 or something. You don't. That is
Whatever.
not
I
a
don't care.
fell down and got hurt thing. That's like you need to go to the hospital. Did you go to the hospital for that?
No, I seen my doctor though. He gave me ointment and stuff.
Oh, well, that's good. So he fixed you. So you got ointments. Okay. Well, how about this? Can I have you back on Saturday? Because this
Why?
is because I gotta talk about Carano. It's a big story. Everyone's here for it. I like you know.
I'm
You're nice
sorry,
person.
but bro, like,
I want to have you
what
back
the
on.
fuck?
How about Saturday? We'll have you.
What
We'll have you
time?
sit 9:30. How about that? 9:30 Saturday.
Oh, and
Round
fuck all your fucking gay ass, stupid ass comments on this shit. Fuck them all. Fuck all
Whoa.
you guys.
That's not nice. I thought you were the nice sister.
Fuck everybody. They're all saying
Wow.
mass health. Did she fall out of her wheelchair? Why is she showing it off? Face down, ass up. Are you guys all serious? You guys are not shit. None of you guys are literally shit.
That's rude, guys. Stop saying those things about her. I don't agree with those things, just for the record. It's really rude, guys. Stop that.
You said you don't?
I don't agree with that. They need to stop that. That's very rude. I'm sorry. Please be more respectful of our guests. That's okay.
Drug addict, fiend out bitch.
Hey!
How am I a drug addict, fiend out bitch?
Well, you just did crack your head open during a dope bender, right?
That's not me on drugs. I was drunk, I said.
Oh, alcohol is not a drug, luckily. Okay. So any a kid that had
I can't drink now. What the fuck is wrong with
No,
you people?
you can drink. Well, you're really getting mad about these comments. Look, guys, stop saying mean things in the comments. She's reading all the comments and she's getting upset. Can you guys please stop? I'm asking them to stop. There's
If Miss
200.
Piggy was a person, that's an abscess on your leg, huh? Nah, it's not a fucking abscess, bro. Look.
Yeah,
It's not a
more of the
fucking
leg.
abscess.
More. Stop it. Okay.
Fuck you, Turtle Boy. It's so
No, I'm
fucking
not.
funny,
All right,
right,
this
bro?
is no, that's not funny. Stop that. It's you guys stop being mean to her. Stop saying mean shit in the comments because she's reading the comments.
I'm a big girl, yo. I can handle this mean shit. It's just getting aggravating.
You're better than Carano, I'll tell you that much. You can handle. You're a lot more thicker skin than them.
I need to hear about this Carano. Could you do it with me on the line?
No, because I need to have. You can watch the show after. We're on YouTube right now. You can just go in there and watch. But
Can you send me the link?
How can I? Can I send you the link to the show that you're on? I guess I'll send it to you right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, I just sent it to you. All right, got it.
Yo, my body looks like it's been through a shredder. Fuck you.
Hey, that's not true.
Boss.
You guys stop that. A shredder. Maybe a cheese grater, but not a shredder. Stop that, guys. Stop that. Okay. All right. So we'll talk more another time, okay? Thank you for coming on.
Promise?
I pinky swear.
Wait, what did my sister have to say?
She was mean. She was the mean sister.
What
She was yelling
she
at
on
me.
video like this?
No, I called her on her phone. I got her phone number. I got sauces. Do you know
What
Mike
happened?
Gianetti? Do you know Mike Gianetti is?
No.
Stay away from Mike Gianetti. You won't survive. I swear to God. Like he's if he's watching this right now, he's like, that's my next victim. That isn't like just stay away from him. Just I told you so, okay? That's all I'm saying. Okay.
All right, bro. Thank you.
All right. 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Message me the link, please, right now.
I just did. Okay. All right. So anyway, so let's get on to the Carano shit now. That's a good opener, a little appetizer there. So as you guys know, you might have heard today, I did a thing the other day about Carano being a little bitch. Well, let's just start from Carano quit today. I'm not gonna rehash the whole thing from Tuesday. Go watch Tuesday's show. Today was supposed to be my day on there, and I found out by listening to it that both me and Carano were gone, which is fine by me. I mean, whatever. What are you playing? What are you bringing up there, Deb?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't need to bring that up. I mean, there's okay. Carano. Oh, so actually, yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Actually, yeah, keep that up. Keep that up. Okay. We'll go like this. All right. So, basically, I'm out, but that's fine. For me, it was a once a week thing. Like, I really didn't. I mean, it was fun doing it. I like doing it. It's no sweat off my back. It's also no sweat if I don't do it. So, it's not like I was paid or anything like that. Like, all life will go on for both Gerry and I, with or without that. He was a turtle rider before the podcast came out, and I'm sure he's going to continue to read Turtleboy and talk about it on the show, and that's really all that matters. So anyway, and I have pretty good confidence that you haven't seen the last of me on there, but you have seen the last of Matt Carano. So he couldn't handle the heat. So I wrote this blog about him, and I did a little show about him. And this apparently really upset Mr. Carano, and he contacted Gerry, and he wanted Gerry to defend him. And Gerry basically, you know, he's Mr. I don't want to get involved, and he lived up to his billing. So I'm going to start playing. I got to change my mic setting real quick so we can hear this. All right, so I'm going to play the podcast. I'll mute myself and kind of pause it and comment throughout it. So let's start from the top.
The show for how long? Since August? 6 months.
And now I'm muted. Oopsie. That was funny. M-Job goes, that's the best Carano's ever sounded. And Deb's yelling at me in private chat too. Okay. So anyway, back to this. Now I think we're good. That happens once a show. So let's play it.
Your old job, you're going to be a crypto blockchain guy again?
I'm always crypto blockchain guy. I'm always.
Is there an echo right now?
I got. You got to keep one foot in that world too. It's disruptive tech.
I always thought we'd get to that day where I would say, okay, I'm going to give you an hour. Come, school me, teach me, because I'm
happy to talk to you about Bitcoin. You get it.
We'll do it. We'll do it another day.
That's
but
fine.
I don't think we have time today. But you can.
No, probably not. No,
I'm kind of jealous of people who understand crypto because I don't, and I've tried. I've watched some YouTube videos. I've read. I still struggle with it. But go ahead. Let's stick to the news of the day. You are leaving me high and dry.
I am leaving. I mean, so I don't think we were. I mean, I was upset. I'm not upset anymore, but I was upset. So like off air, there was definitely some of that between us. Like, and I know you were upset too. But now I'm at this point now I'm not. Like I'm understanding this is kind of where we are. But with the Turtleboy thing, let me ask you this: there's really a question out there? I mean, I know the answer to this question because you and I talk, and I know who you are, and we talked a lot about this. But do you want Turtleboy on the Gerry Callahan show?
Well, that's a good question. We had that disagree.
So pause it right there. The answer to that is fucking yes. Like, let's be clear on it. I haven't been on like. Gerry literally reached out to me to be a guest on the show. I was the only guest that was invited on twice a week. If you guys recall, during the Callahan era, I was on twice a week, and Shattuck would be on one day, 𝗵𝗵 would be on the other day. That was me. The answer to that is yes. Wholeheartedly yes. At any point, Gerry could have been like, I'm just going to do it myself, and that would have been fine because all the other guests are gone. I'm the only one left. I'm the only one he kept for a reason. So the answer to that is unequivocally yes. Why he can't say that at this point, I think he's a little mad at me. He's going to get into it here. But without a doubt, you don't keep a guy on for 2 years like that if the answer is not yes. Please, Gerry.
Last week because I said, maybe we'll have him back. Let's wait a week or two. That was my response to all the crap that he was going through. And you didn't want him. I mean, you wanted to end it right there. I said, we'll take a week or two. We'll talk about it next week. It was complicated. I still don't quite understand all the things that Turtleboy did or did not do. And I said, why don't we do it another day? And I made the mistake of telling him that we're going to take a week.
All right. So let me pause it right there. Enough with this. Turtleboy did or did not do shit. Turtleboy didn't do fucking anything. Literally nothing. I have not been credibly accused of anything. There's no charges out there. There's no investigation into me. Anything you've read about me out there is untrue. And it's all coming from, just understand your source, okay? And this is all I'm going to say about that. I'm not even going to name the person because I'll know who they are. The person who is saying these things is a human being who had 4 children and lost 2 of them permanently to the state of Massachusetts due to years of abuse and neglect. The 2 other 2 spent the vast majority of their lives in and out of foster care because their mother couldn't stop drinking alcohol and doing drugs. That's it. That's your source. On a story in which the primary allegation is that I'm a bad parent and an unethical person, this is your source. That's the only thing that matters. So like the idea that Gerry's even humoring this, which he's really not. He clearly doesn't get any of this. And I did explain it to him. And most importantly, to clear this all up with Gerry and Carano, I went and got them a police report from the Holden police. And I said, I want to clear up this nonsense about me sending a video out of my children. Like it's complete nonsense. And so he put it in writing. No, you did not send a video out of your kids. The investigation is concluded. Everything's over. There not once was DCF ever even remotely close to coming into my life. There was never a 51A because we're good parents and we love our kids and we take care of them. And that's all that matters. So what scandal are you talking about? The only scandals, quote unquote, are things in my private life, my personal life, my relationship, which really none of your business and don't affect anybody because that shit happens all the time. 2 of the last 4 presidents were Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. Oh, but we're so offended by that. Oh, we're Puritans here. Oh my God, bless my heart. Oh my God, not masturbation. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Oh, shut up. I mean, this is like Gerry doesn't even understand. I like that one. Coronavirus. Okay. So let me play some more here.
Too often. He didn't accept it. I said, just give me a few days. I'll try to, read through this stuff, talk to Carano, and maybe we'll get you back in a couple of weeks. That wasn't good enough. Turtleboy didn't give me a couple of weeks. Didn't give me a couple of minutes, and he was tweeting at you.
Oh, texting me, phone calls.
So stop right there. Okay, so Gerry told me, I haven't been on the Gerry Callahan show in 3 weeks. So this whole, he gave me 20 minutes thing is untrue. I've been, 2 weeks ago, this is when this shit started. And last week we had a big discussion about it. He's like, can you wait a couple weeks? Okay. Well, next thing you know, I'm like, yeah, sure, I can honor that. But next thing you know, first of all, everyone's asking, where are you? And what am I supposed to lie? I'm supposed to cover? This is part of I have to lie? I don't want to lie. And number 2, Carano is running his fucking cock kisser on Twitter about me, saying you're a lunatic. It's like, bitch, I can't tell the truth here. This guy's running. So Carano, the producer, can go out and talk, and I just have to sit here and take it because I can't tell the world that, Carano's got you by the balls. Like, what? How is that fair? No. So this idea that we're going to have this wasn't going to get Gerry's solution was just ignore this and it'll magically get fixed on its own, which was not a solution. That's all you're doing is putting off the problem there, not addressing the problem. You're the captain of the ship. Address the problem. It is what it is. And I didn't start this. Carano did. Things were fine. I don't talk about my personal life on the show. We talk about politics and whatever. And that's why they like having me on, because they spice it up a bit. But apparently Carano didn't like that because I think he wanted to get a little bit close to Gerry. I think he liked being the co-host, and Thursdays kind of made him upset because he's a very serious guy. Very serious guy, Matt Carano, libertarian. And Aidan comes on here and he's not that serious, not that polished, and can't be having that on the Gerry Callahan show. Very serious stuff. So let's play some more.
Bunch of it was lunatic stuff. I mean,
lunatic
I think we've
stuff.
proved that I'm kind of hit the nail on the head with this one. The way that he's handling it, he's just inundating me. He was spamming me right away. And a lot of it, it's I don't even care.
Okay, so fuck you, Carano. I get informed by Gerry that that Carano doesn't want me on the show. That he's been reading things about me that are disturbing. So I'm like, okay, he's getting the wrong impression of me. So I'm like, hey, this is your source, by the way. So I send him some links on you know who. And I'm like, hey, this is where this is the person you're reading from. And now, and that's what he's talking about when he says you're inundating me with links. And I don't care, he says. If you don't care, then why the fuck do you care about what they're saying? You clearly do care. You fucking liar. You total liar. You care so much. So you care what they're saying. You just don't care about my defense to that. And for some reason, you don't want to hear what I have to say because you're a fraud. You absolute tool bag. So go, and enough of these. He's acting like a lunatic. Bitch, I've been acting like a lunatic for 8 years. Where you been? This is who I am. This is what I've always been. I was on the show long before you. Things were fine. People liked it. See how things go now. So he goes on.
He's sending me personal details about other people and all this really complex storytelling. You need protractors and calculators in order to figure out all this shit.
Oh yeah.
That's besides the point to me. I don't care. I don't want to have anything to do with that world. My only opinion on this matter is I'm trying to do what's best for the Gerry Callahan show, protect your reputation, protect our revenue, protect me, and that's it. But ultimately,
obviously I'm going to stick with Carano because I need him. I mean,
but there's.
But you're important. I mean, you were a big part of the show. Of course, Of course, I'm not going to abandon Carano. That made no sense. It's like Spotify, Right. The choice was obvious.
Right.
The choice was obvious. I can't do a podcast. I mean, I guess maybe that's...
So Gerry's saying it right there. I need Carano. So basically, Carano can do whatever he wants. All that does is just verify everything that I said. That Carano is running the show because Gerry needs him. He can't do the show without him. And so when Carano says, I don't want to work with Turtleboy, and people will say, well, isn't it Gerry's show? Is it? Is it? If he's that dependent on Carano, like, is it really? You tell me. What's going on?
The indictment on me. I can't do it by myself, and I thought we had a good thing going. I thought
Totally.
things were going well. I understand we have this disagreement. I do think you have a few problems doing this job. One thing is you're a little too sane, and you're a little too smart. Producers are supposed to be dumb and crazy, and you're a little too sensitive. As I told you, you got to ignore these. Some people just have to.
So,
I've been doing it for years.
No, I appreciate that, but two things. I wanted to go back on back to a point that you made, though. There is this narrative that he's trying to create that I made an ultimatum for you, that it was Turtleboy or me, and that was never discussed. That never happened.
No,
At some point,
it was up to me.
It was 100% up to you. And but the only thing,
it was 100% up to me. So literally in a message, Gerry when he talked to me on the phone goes, I want to have you on, but Carano doesn't. And I said, isn't it the Gerry Callahan show? And he said, let's just wait a week to smooth things over. And I don't want to. I need Carano because I don't know how any of this stuff works with the locals, and I don't know how to do any of that. And yeah, this idea that it was somehow what do you say there? Play that one more time.
To go back on back to a point that you made, though, there is this narrative that he's trying to create that I made an ultimatum for you, that it was Turtleboy or me, and that was never discussed.
Yes, it was. He literally said in the text to me, I won't go on if you're on. And so I said to Gerry, well, what about if he just produces behind the scenes and presses buttons? Which Gerry was like, he wouldn't do that. And so he's like, he doesn't want to do that. So he was speaking for Carano when he said this. And Gerry, by the way, he's going to go on later. He's going to say he wouldn't want to do that anyway. Because that's stupid too. Like, you're just going to sit there and like, boycott me? We're not going to say hello when I come on. It's going to be awkward and shit. Like, be a fucking professional, dude. Work with the people you have to work with. You don't run the show. You work for the show. Shut up and do your job, button bitch. Press the buttons.
That never happened.
No,
At some point,
it was up to
it
me.
was 100% up to you. And but the only thing I'll own everything that I did and everything that I said. The only thing that was for me was like, hey, Gerry, he's impacting us. I'm worried if any of this stuff over. Here's the thing. This isn't a court of law. So
okay, he's impacting us. Gerry knew exactly who I was when he brought him on. He's been following Turtleboy for years. Impacting us? Like, he's Gerry Callahan. He's the guy that took shit for the 𝗦𝗂𝗃𝗍 thing. You think Gerry gives a fuck about any of that? They've been coming at Gerry for years with shit. Oh, no, but Gerry's reputation might get hurt by me. What the fuck am I going to do? What are you talking about? He's Gerry Callahan. I'm going to hurt Gerry's reputation. And you don't have it. You're not... Enough with this shit. You're not on Gerry's level. You're a Minihane. That's all you are. You're a fan of another man. That's what defines you as a person. You're a fan of another man. And you got this fucking job because Gerry didn't put a thing on Indeed. He's just like, any Minihans want to do the job? And two applied. And then you beat the other guy named Ironhead. That's how you got the job. Congratulations. You're about as qualified as the next Supreme Court justice. So it goes on.
There's nothing about that. The only thing I'm doing, I legitimately want to protect the show, protect you, protect me, protect our revenue. So when I'm looking at things, I'm like, what are the risks here? The risks of if any of the there's all sorts of shit that is true that we know is true with Turtleboy. But if any of this new shit is true, any of it is so bad that.
So if any of this new shit is true, that a child abuser is saying. If any of the things this fucking drunken child abuser is saying is true, oh boy, if it's true. Well, how about this, Carano? Why don't you just fucking ask me if it's true? I showed you evidence that proved it wasn't fucking true. And you claimed I was spamming you with fucking like literal evidence showing none of this shit's true. You know, this is lunatic behavior. You're a lunatic for defending yourself. Shut the fuck up, you fucking cuck little bitch. That's all he is. I mean, what a fucking little bitch he is. Go on.
But wait, one second. It would be hugely detrimental to the show. So it's like, why don't we let him figure his shit out? Let him figure shit out.
You're going through some stuff here, man. Let's give us a couple weeks. And I thought we had an agreement, but
okay. So figure what out? What is there? Can you guys help me out on this? What am I supposed to figure out? What? There's nothing to figure out. I showed you the police report. Investigation's over. I write blogs every day. We're here to talk about Joe Biden. What am I supposed to figure out? No, Gerry, you swept this down the road. You were just afraid to take responsibility because you're not used to being the boss. You're the boss now. You got to make the tough decision, and you didn't want to tell your employee what to do, and so here it is. Here we go. I mean, I need some time. Like, what? What is that going to? Oh yeah, so like I'm going to come back in 2 weeks, but guys, I figured my shit out. I'm good now. I'm good. The trolls have decided to leave me alone forever. They pinky swore. Jesus Christ.
But there's this idea that I gave you this.
He can't do it. He likes the life. He likes the tension. He likes the friction. He likes the fight.
He does.
And I was literally saying, just give me a week or two, and we'll talk again. And he gave me like 10 minutes.
I gave you
and
2
started
weeks.
going at you. Which, I wasn't. You weren't.
He tweeted at me.
Do a show.
Yes.
I'm about to do a show.
Yes.
I need you to do a show. I don't need to get caught up in that. I know some people think that's the best content. In some ways it is, for a segment or two, but we still have to get a show up. We still have to, concern ourselves with the 90% of the audience who doesn't care about that. And, advertisers and everything else. We have to get a show up.
That's a great point, Gerry. We have to do the show, right? The 90% of the audience that doesn't care about this. Nobody cares. That's one thing I learned about this. Nobody cares. None of you people give a shit about anything that they're saying. Certainly none of the Gerry Callahan podcast people are like, oh man, Aidan's vinegar drips on Twitter with 5 followers is really making some outlandish allegations here. I can't listen to his takes on freaking Joe Biden's press conference. Gerry just made my point for him. Nobody cares except for Carano. And you're just afraid to tell them what to do because you've never been a boss before.
I'm not going to sit there and have a Twitter spat with some, turtle guy, or, I've gone through this before with Minifans. I can't do that. I can't get sidetracked.
Right,
I told you that last night. You have to learn, and I think you are, to ignore certain people in this day and age. You have to. So I showed you one guy.
I know. It's crazy.
Coming to me, and I said, I don't even understand what he's talking about.
I know. Well,
these tweets, I don't even know what they're talking about.
Just to put a.
And so, yeah, like, did he lose any advertisers? No, he lost 0 advertisers. I cost him $0. Like, so what is this stench that Carano's worried about? I think Carano has no idea who I am. I think he has no idea what Turtleboy was. He didn't follow me before this, so I don't think he gets the whole Turtleboy shtick thing. He just understands it's this controversial thing that's out there that upsets some people. And he's naturally a pussy, and he's afraid of, like, anything. He's not built for this, clearly. Clearly, he's not built for this. His first test was, like, 3 people tweeting at him, and he failed it miserably. He didn't know what to do. And so he doesn't understand who I am or what I do, and this... People, this is part of the package. People are going to bother you. It's come with it the whole time. And Gerry and me get along because we're both built from the same cloth. We've both been dealing with this our entire professional careers. That's it. So Carano doesn't get that.
Just to put a bow on that back thing, because I want to get to that too. The bow on the back on the other thing is, so we agree I didn't give you an ultimatum. I did say when you were like, hey, he talked to me, he said all these things. I don't understand it. You're like, I don't get all this stuff. All this stuff sounds crazy.
I don't.
Right. And I
understand.
Hold on. Can you just let me just finish my
Oh yeah, you don't talk enough, Carano.
So I was like, yeah, I get that, no problem. But listen, I'm worried about your reputation, the show's reputation. If it's your call, it's the Gerry Callahan show. If you want him on, I don't feel comfortable putting my face on the same screen as him anymore because there's just enough stuff out there that if any of it's true, it's so catastrophic. I don't want to have it's just better for me to not. But I will absolutely produce your show.
Get over yourself. You don't want to have your face on my. Nobody knows what your face looks like, dude. Nobody cares about you. You're not important. Your face isn't even supposed to be up there. You're the fucking producer. My face. Yeah, the Carano brand really needs protection, guys. Like, it's worth a lot of money. So it can't be associated with me because I'll affect his net worth, right? The Carano brand might be, hurt negatively. Gerry Callahan, you hear Gerry. He's like, I don't get any of this stuff. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He just, that you're hearing there, like, it's like Biden kind of, like a guy who doesn't want to be in charge, who doesn't want to make a tough decision. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's fucked up. I mean, but it is not surprising because this is kind of consistent with other people will say the same thing. It's like, I had to find out. I've been on the show volunteering, mind you. I never once has to get paid or whatever. Volunteering for fucking over 2 years doing this. And I got to find out I'm no longer on by listening to the fucking show. You couldn't call me. You couldn't send me a text message, nothing. I got to tune into the show to find out my fucking fate. What the fuck? Disrespectful right there. And all because you're afraid of this cuck. That's all it is. And whatever. So he goes on.
And I don't think that this was a bad option. We've done that a number of times. When Shaughnessy's come on, I stay out of the way. When Bilberry was on, a bunch of people, I stay out of the way. So it wouldn't be like it would just be an unprecedented thing. Sometimes when there's 3 voices on a show anyway, when we're doing it over the internet, it sounds like shit. So
there it is.
It would be a big deal.
You didn't like 3.
There's this, but he's framing it. He's framing it though, like I gave you an ultimatum, which is not.
No, you did not. It was my choice. But that option, I didn't like it because, first of all, he'd be on for about 30 seconds and it'd go at you. So that wouldn't last. You would have to pop up and you'd have to talk because he would make sure of it, which is fine. See, I admit, I've told you a long time ago, I have a blind spot because Turtleboy was good to me and loyal to me and to Kirk, and he fought with us against Murchison. So
a blind spot? Like, yeah, talk about loyalty. It's like, what has Carano done for you? Where was he during the Murchison thing? Because I was the one leading the charge. Nobody knows who Bob Murchison is without me. Nobody. Your station would not let you talk about it. So you came to me because I was useful to you, basically. I was like the guy that could get this out there, right? I'm the guy that isn't restrained. I could say whatever I want. So, I was used, and that's fine because I got something out of it too. But, like, where's the loyalty here? Like, where is the loyalty? There's none. There's absolutely no loyalty. So he goes on.
If he... whatever burns down my house, I'm still going to say, okay, maybe if you did that.
And some other stuff too. If some of this other stuff is true, you should probably steer clear.
Shut the fuck up. If some of this other... Hey, guys, I don't know if you heard this. So here's what we're going to do. I need 5 people out there. Go create Twitter accounts and just call Matt Carano a pedophile nonstop. Somebody get a free WordPress blog. Be like, Matt Carano jerked off a fucking 5-year-old goat the other day. And then he swallowed everything. It was fucking crazy. And he's sending out fucking pictures of minors and shit. And do that. And I don't know if this is true. Might be true. If any of this is true, we better steer away. That's the legitimacy of the allegations against me. Literally fucking some idiot on Twitter said something. And that's it. This is what newspaper is it or police department has written down fucking any sort of allegations, confirming any of this shit. Yeah, I mean, Matt Carano. I heard he's a fucking. I heard he's like is he a pedophile? Might be. I saw someone say it on the internet. Might be true. I wasn't sure until now. See, more and more people are talking. See, I wasn't sure about the Carano pedophile thing, but now a lot of people are talking. And no, for the record, no one actually did it. People say Matt is not the problem. He is who he is. I don't entirely disagree with that. I mean, he is who he is. He is a little bitch. Like, let's be honest. And he kind of like subverted this whole thing and he fucking ruined it for everyone. But you're right. I mean, he put Gerry in this position because I think he saw Gerry as like, I can do whatever I want here. It's my show now. Oh, we need to protect the brand. Bitch, you've been here for 6 months. Who the fuck are you? Brand. Anyway, he goes on.
Reporter because he's, you know,
but is he a good reporter because he's not punching up anymore?
Is he a good
and people have this idea that I don't like. We've gone at it. Me and Turtleboy have gone at it on your show. You know that. I have a problem with the way that he reports because he used to. I want Turtleboy as his best self to punch up, to go after the power centers, and he won't do it anymore. And that makes me so sad. When he went after Murchison, I absolutely root.
What? That's just a fucking lie. Guys, how many people is Michelle Wu powerful? Because I've gone after her a lot. Is Rachel Rollins powerful? I feel like she kind of is. She's the United States attorney. I've gone after her a lot. I go after every major elected official. I went after the governor of New Hampshire today. Like, this is what I do. I go after DCYF, institutions, organizations. Did you miss the state police thing? I know it was a few years ago, but Jesus Christ, it was a pretty big fucking scandal. That's what I do. I haven't stopped doing that. I went after I fucking broke CNN. I broke them in the summer with the 𝗬𝗪cie 𝗀𝗃 story. No one has ever exposed CNN like I have. I feel like they're somewhat of a powerful institution. How about the Michaela Miller thing? How about Monica Cannon Grant? I don't go after powerful people, you fucking liar. This idea that I don't punch up, you fucking liar. Lie. And he's mad because he confronted me, 3 months ago on the show, and he said something about this. Oh, no, he should have known something was wrong. So there was a story out of New Hampshire. There was a girl who, there was a state trooper who died, and he had there was a procession for him, and they put up banners for the guy and thin blue line flags. And some 19-year-old kid from Durham stole all the flags. And her father was this radical communist professor at UNH, and her brother was becoming her sister, and he's only like 12 years old, and he literally is a public figure that if you Google them, they're all over the news. He's testified in Concord at the State House to like pass legislation for transgender youth or some bullshit like that. He's out there. He's like Greta Thunberg of New Hampshire. And Carano's like, why did you have to bring the child into this? I didn't bring the child into it. The parent brought the child into it. I'm reporting on what the parent's doing to the child. I'm defending the child. That's punching down to talk about the child. Bitch, I'm not talking about the child. And by the way, there's nothing more punching up than going after the LGBT lobby. They're like the most powerful fucking institution in the country. Who's got more cultural influence in this country than the LGBT lobby? Black Lives Matter, arguably? I don't know. Hardly anybody. They're like, you cannot criticize them. There are fucking men dominating women's sports, and people are fucking afraid to say anything. You know why? Because they're the most dominant, powerful, cultural institution known to mankind today. But yeah, that's not, I'm really punching down by going after the LGBT fucking lobby. Carano, you fucking dumbass. And I tried to explain it to him. He just doesn't understand it because he's too fucking stupid. He's not nearly as smart as he thinks he is. Fucking dumbass. Go ahead.
For that, you did nothing wrong. Kirk did nothing wrong. He had your back. That's exactly where everybody should be. Not many people did. He did. I applaud him for that.
Yeah,
if
you better
fucking
fucking
power
applaud
centers,
me.
the governor, the mayors, all those corrupt ass politicians. I am
on
like
his Rachel
side.
Rollins and
But
Michelle
what he's
Wu?
doing now, he's going after Durham families. He's using a late teenager girl and children to go after families. He disagrees with.
A late teenage girl going after family. What the fuck are you talking about? Say the fucking blog. What does that even mean? What blog are you talking about? At least say what it is so I can fucking defend it. And shame on Gerry for not having me on so that, like, if he's going to quit, let's go out and fucking ring a ball of fire here. Let me respond to this shit. I mean, I'll do it on my show. I got a fucking audience too. Not a big deal. But confront me, man. This whole idea, this show has lost all legitimacy. Like, I don't ever want to hear about fucking cancel culture ever again. Like, this is the most ridiculous thing. This is the definition of cancel culture. He literally said, you know, our advertisers might get contacted if Aidan's around anymore, so we should get rid of him. That's the fucking definition of cancel culture, stupid. What are you doing, you fucking dumbass? God, he's dumb. The whole purpose of having a locals thing is so that it's crowd-funded, so you don't have to worry about advertisers. That's what I do now. Welcome to the big time. I've been doing this a lot longer than you, Carano. Dumbass.
Like,
we
all
had
that stuff is crazy.
You guys had that fight on the air.
That's what he's doing now. So he was that, and I wish he were that again. But I think he's spiraling, is what I see, and I don't want you involved in it.
I mean, like I said,
what are you, his mother? I don't want you involved.
In a week, and we'd talk about it, and you got that long, involved
text.
He makes his case on text, and
he makes his case exactly.
That, and I said, okay, we just need some time. We'll talk about it. And I thought, because my instinct is, let's get him back and get him on, and let's fight about it again, like you guys had that fight about the Durham family. That was good. That was great.
Yes.
But again, he blew that.
Went insane.
I blew it.
When 5 minutes later he's attacking you on Twitter and attacking the show, I said,
see, this is the thing. Gerry doesn't pay attention to any of this stuff. It's like Carano is literally talking about me on his Twitter account, posting about me publicly. That's a declaration of war. You don't just fire and then Aidan fired back and it's my fault. How about if you really want this to die down, Gerry? Jerry's like, I want this to die down, but I only want one side to lay their arms down. If you want this to die down, tell both parties, okay, Carano, you work for me. Keep your fucking mouth shut about him publicly, and he will keep his mouth shut publicly. We will revisit this in 2 weeks. That I could deal with. This is like fucking like, this is a guy who isn't controlling his own ship.
I thought we were gonna, get through this and have have it all out on the show in a week or two, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't wait. He's just not his nature. So we're done. Unfortunately, we're done. I'll still enjoy his work when he's blogging or breaking news or breaking stories or going at the Globe or whatever. But we can't do this on the show because he just couldn't do it. He couldn't wait. Couldn't give me a few days.
Well, let me ask you this. So we'll get to the reason why I'm leaving. So I've said this publicly, and I said this.
And by the way, I would like to point out, like, this would not get fixed in a few days or a few weeks or whatever. I did the right thing. All this proves I did the right thing. I blew the shit up. I exposed Carano. I exposed a fundamental weakness in this, and he quit because of this. And the show will get better because now that Carano's gone. I fixed it, so you're welcome.
To you, and I'll say it on your show as well. I respect and like you, Gerry. I like doing the show with you. I think you do a good job. I think you're very good on air, and I love the idea. Like doing this job, it was more about, and more than anything, it was more about reps for me. Like, I wanted to produce a professional, like, good quality, big show and be on it. Like, that's an important thing for me. I want to get better on air. I want to produce a good show.
I want to use you. I want to use you.
To me, and it's sad that this is happening. But when you say I'm sensitive, I absolutely might be. There are times where I blocked a lot of people on Twitter, going after my family, all sorts of stuff.
Going after my family. So I posted some shit on Twitter today that some guy named Sneakers. I don't know who the fuck this was. So somebody sends me this thing. Let me show you this. All right, check this out. So I didn't know what this was, and I took some shit for this. I want to delve into this real quick. All right, so this goes on. All right, let me pull the whole thing up there. So I get sent this whole thing here, right? So I get sent this message that Carano sent somebody, and he goes, "Yo," he loves the yo thing. "Yo, sorry to message you like this, but once again, Sneakers is attacking me." So this is like from the Minihane world. I don't know who the fuck is who, but I guess he's in the Minihane world, the Sneakers guy, and I guess he's bad news. And Sneakers is attacking me. I've left him alone, and yet today he posted pictures of my wife. Oh, that's never happened to me before. Oh, no. So Sneakers is posting pictures of his wife. It seems my best course of action is to isolate him again. It worked last time. Agreed. Don't deal with Sneakers. I don't want to do it, but I have to block everyone that follows or interacts with him. I don't think he's left me with any choice. I don't want to block you. Will you unfollow him? So Carano is going, he doesn't like this sneakers guy, whoever that is. And so he's going on sneakers list and he's like, who follows sneakers on Twitter? And he goes down the list and he's like, okay, I'm going to message every single one of these people and be like, can you do me a favor? Can you hit the unfollow button? I want sneakers to have less followers. What? Like they can go and watch, like you don't even have to follow somebody to see what they're saying on Twitter. You just go right to their fucking Twitter account. Please remember that Sneakers was the one who so Sneakers sounds like a bad guy. I'm not here to defend whoever the fuck Sneakers is. I guess Sneakers is the one that weaponized Billy Tibbetts against Kirk. He basically, we all know Billy Tibbetts is a psychopath and a lunatic. So I guess this guy, Sneakers or whoever, they went to Billy Tibbetts and like, hey, Kirk is fucking talking shit about you. And Billy Tibbetts, he's fucked up in the head. So he's like, he starts threatening Kirk and Kirk's daughter, and Kirk had to get a restraining order against him. So Sneakers sounds like a shitty person. No doubt about it. But this whole idea of obsessing over like, I'm going to go on just ignore Sneakers. That's all you do. Block him. You block him yourself. Don't go on Sneakers' goddamn account and be like, who's following Sneakers? And then I'm going to go through every one of the followers and I'm going to send him a DM like, do me a favor. Can you hit the unfollow button? What? But he's not sensitive. He's not a sensitive guy. He swear to God, he's not that sensitive. So again, I took a lot of shit for this today. They're like, oh, you're defending Sneakers. I don't know who the fuck Sneakers is, and I'm certainly not defending him. If that's what you took from that, you're fucking retarded, and I'm not going to waste any time explaining myself to you because you're fucking too stupid to understand that. That's not the point, moron. It's fucking weird for a man to go through a list of followers and message all those followers, but can you hit the unfollow button? That would really mean a lot to me if you didn't follow them. That would like I would follow fucking Hitler if he was on Twitter. I follow shitty people. I follow a lot of people I don't like on Twitter. That's what I do because I want to hear the stupid things they're saying. I want to see the crazy things that they're saying. I know some of you guys might follow fucking people who say shit about me. That doesn't mean you like them. That means you just like to watch the chaos, and that's human nature. God, this fucking child. Anyway, go on. Yeah, imagine Sneakers got you.
In this case, though, the scenario is I've got Turtleboy doing full videos with thousands of views on them, attacking me, doing a blog post attacking me, a lot of times lying on them. Going on shows, I've got 𝗪𝗃𝗃 attacking me and Kirk on his show. And
Kirk.
And to me, that's fine. I don't mind taking the shrapnel.
Okay, the shrapnel. Taking the what? Like you're in a fucking war? Taking the shrapnel. So I did a show about him and I wrote a blog that did what? I literally defended myself from these ridiculous allegations and I'm trying to be canceled. I'm like defending myself. He's like, I'm being shrapnel everywhere. I'm in the foxhole. It's fucking trench warfare out here. Like what? And Tom Shattuck, former guest too, did a thing on it last night. It was the gentlest thing. He criticized Carano because Carano's behavior is fucking ridiculous and childish and unprofessional. And Kirk did the same thing on his show. How about this? How about the fact that all these people are agreeing that you're the problem here, Carano? Maybe that should tell you something, dude. Maybe you're too fucking sensitive. No, I can't be the problem. They must be the baddies. Oh, yeah. So let's hear more about the foxhole here. I'm going to rewind that, kids. That was too good.
Full video. But when you say I'm sensitive, I absolutely might be. There are times where I blocked a lot of people on Twitter.
Funny he couldn't block the other people, though.
Stuff. In this case, though, the scenario is I've got Turtleboy doing full videos with thousands of views on them, attacking me, doing a blog post attacking me, a lot of times lying on them. Going on shows, I've got 𝗪𝗃𝗃 attacking me and Kirk on his show, and to me, that's fine. I don't mind taking the shrapnel as long as you're on my side and have my back. And not once in the last week have you said publicly that I'm on that side here. I made this decision. Everybody can, go fuck themselves. Like that never happened.
Talk about it publicly.
He's mad that Gerry didn't. Gerry, why didn't you save me? Turtleboy was saying mean things about me, and then Shattuck said mean things about me, and you didn't even defend me, and I'm so sad. You don't have my back. What a bitch. What a bitch. I've never seen a man embarrass himself like this. Like, so is there anybody out there that cares about him? Get him. Stop. What is he doing? I'm embarrassed for him. Gerry didn't save me from Turtleboy being mean. How about you save yourself, you motherfucker? You have a Twitter account too. You got 4,500 followers on there. Why don't you debate me? Why don't we go on Gerry's thing and talk about this? The fuck do you need Gerry to defend you for? I've known Gerry longer than you. I've been on the show a lot longer than you. I've defended Gerry a lot longer than you. And you're mad because he didn't instinctively run to your defense because you're Matt fucking Carano? What are you, BFFLs? What a fucking pussy. The fact that he's not embarrassed to say that out loud on a podcast, mind you, that people will actually hear, shows you just how clueless he is.
You did not talk about it publicly. You had a chance to stop the onslaught, or at least have my back.
You wanted me to fight with nobodies on Twitter.
No,
I wasn't going to do that.
We could have said it on the show. This has been going on for over a week. I wanted you to have my back.
Do it on the show. This is whatever this is. Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday. Yes.
It started last Wednesday.
I said we would do it on the show, and we are doing it on the show. I don't know what else was I.
I guess
press conference.
No, I thought that you would have my back. You've let me take bullets for the last week. And
Bullets!
What are you talking about? Bullets from two people with 2 followers on Twitter.
No, I'm talking about Turtleboy and his blog.
I said,
okay, you got to count the war references. So we got shrapnel, attacks, bullets. What's next? Blitzkrieg? You didn't save me from the Turtleboy Blitzkrieg. What? The amphibious invasion is coming, and you weren't even there to man the beaches, Gerry. Thanks a lot.
You can't let this guy bother you. I didn't hear.
I'm not talking about the people on Twitter.
What are you talking about?
I just listed it. I just listed it for you. Shattuck on his show.
Okay, we'll go through one at a time.
Okay.
I told you.
The Turtleboy blog.
I didn't see it. Sorry. I didn't see it.
He attacked me for the entire blog. He made you look like a saint there.
Oh, no.
I did not see it. I'm sorry. Here's what I do.
I told you about
it.
He's so mad.
Here's what I do. I just ignore it. I'm sorry.
I know.
I texted
Shattuck
last
night.
night.
Give it a shot.
You said he went at you. And I said, he did?
Yes.
And I said, did you really?
He ran. Do you hear that? He goes, I texted Shattuck last night after he said you went at you. It's like he ran to Gerry. So Shattuck puts a podcast out yesterday at like 7. This guy, it's slightly critical of him. And he runs to Gerry instead of like, how about you do that? How about you do that, Gerry? How about you go? I mean, not Gerry. How about you do that, Carano? Like, why don't you reach out to him? Like, what? Why don't you reach out to Shattuck if you have a problem? He crying to Gerry because Tom Shattuck was mean to him. Tom Shattuck, like the nicest guy in the world, the most harmless guy in the world. And you're like, Tom Shattuck was mean to me, Gerry. Save me. This is all Turtleboy's fault. And by the way, you started the whole fucking thing. This was entirely your doing. Things were fine. You could have just shown up to work and done your fucking job, but you chose this, dude. You chose this. You chose to be like, not press the buttons. Your job is to get me on the show every Thursday. That's it. It doesn't matter if you feel uncomfortable. It's not your job to protect the Gerry Callahan brand. He's fine. He never asked you to do that. You did that yourself. So enough with like, you did all of this. This is all you. You chose this. And then like you pick a fight with me and you're mad because I fired back at you. You knew I was going to do that. What do you think? I'm just shut up? Anyway.
He says he just talked about it. He didn't think it was a big deal. Whatever. I'll listen to it today. I didn't hear, Kirk or the Minihane because that's what I do. I just don't listen. I'm friends with Kirk again. And I'm not going to listen and get caught up in that.
That's okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But
I didn't hear what he said. I didn't hear what Shattuck said. I didn't see the blog. I apologize.
Or you're right. And the 2 Turtleboy videos. The 3
I
Turtleboy
deliberately
videos.
ignored it. We have a show to do, so I ignore that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you ignore it. But what happened was it put me in harm's way. That's my problem. And I told you that this happened over the weekend. I talked to you about it. I said Turtleboy is attacking me on his show. And then the blog happened. He's attacking me in print. He has. You have the biggest mic here. I have the small.
Guy, one if by land, 2 if by sea, in print and on video. I briefly talked about him on Saturday night. I guess he watches the show, and then he did it in print. Like, who cares, dude? You're on a show. Gerry's he's a public figure. He's a blue check mark. People are going to talk about him. If you're his producer, people are going to talk about you. Like Gerry said, like, listen to what he's saying. He's like, basically like, I just don't pay attention to it. Like, I don't have time to pay attention to this shit. Why do you?
Mike here. He has a bigger follower than me. You have the biggest of the
yeah,
three
actually,
of us.
listen to this.
Weekend I talked to you about it. I said Turtleboy is attacking me on his show, and then the blog happened. He's attacking me in print. You have the biggest mic here. I have the smallest mic here. He has a bigger follower than me. You have the biggest of the three of us. And so by you owning it and just saying this is my decision would have taken a lot of the heat off me.
So basically, he started a war. He started this flame war, which he chose to start. I responded, and then he got mad that Gerry didn't use his big microphone, the biggest microphone of the three microphones. I have the medium microphone. That he didn't use it to side with him after he started the war. It's like, this is like, you're the smallest guy at the bar, and you go up and punch a guy in the face who's bigger than you, and then the other guy starts beating you up a little bit, and then you're mad that your friend, who's even bigger than the guy you punched in the face, doesn't fight your fight for you. That's what you're mad about. You're saying that in the air. I'm embarrassed for you. Did he say the part about how he's in harm's way? Did I miss that part somehow? Because that was fucking hilarious when he's like, you put me in harm's way. And by the way, this whole thing about like I'm in danger. This is literally liberalism 101. This guy, he calls himself a libertarian. He's a liberal. He's a liberal. This is what liberals do. They always whine about how they're unsafe. Oh my God, somebody criticized me. I'm unsafe. This is like what Ilhan Omar does every single time she's criticized for something. Oh my God, I got an email because Tucker Carlson said something about me, and then I got an email, and now I'm unsafe, and people want to kill me. Unbelievable. Did I really miss the part about harm's way? It's too fucking funny. What harm? Harm? If you're saying shit like that, you have absolutely no business on the internet. You're definitely not ready to be a fucking producer of a show. Like, not even close. But you shouldn't be on the internet at all. If you actually think you're in harm's way because fucking, Eden's vinegar sauce 142 is tweeting at you, dude, you're not ready for that. Go back 30 seconds. I got to hear this again. I really want to hear that.
Again, we're hacking. He showed. That's what he did?
Yes.
And I said, did you really? And he says he just talked about it. He didn't think it was a big deal. Whatever. I'll listen to it today. I didn't hear,
that's all I did.
Or the minifans, because that's what I do. I just don't listen. I'm friends with Kirk again. And I'm not going to listen and get caught up in that.
That's okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But
I didn't hear what he said. I didn't hear what 𝗏𝗃 said. I didn't see the blog. I apologize.
Or you're right. And the two Turtleboy videos.
The three Turtleboy videos. Three.
We have a show to do, so
three.
I ignore that. I'm sorry.
You ignored it. But what happened was it put me in harm's way. Over the weekend, I talked to you about Turtleboy.
Oh, one more time.
I deliberately ignored it. We have a show to do, so I ignore that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you ignored it, but what happened was it put me in harm's way. That's my problem. And I told you that this happened over the weekend. I talked to you about it. I said Turtleboy is attacking me on his show.
Guys, he's already been hit by shrapnel. There's bullets flying over his head. He's in a foxhole, and he's in harm's way. The tank squadron's coming through. He's in big trouble.
And then the blog happened. He's attacking me in print.
In print,
he has. You have the biggest mic here. I have the smallest mic here. He has a bigger follower than me. You have the biggest of the three of us. So by you owning it and just saying this is my decision would have taken a lot of the heat off me.
Again, where was I supposed to do that? I'm doing that right now. It's my decision. I choose Carano.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, now I'm
shit out of luck. Well, you should have told us.
I'm out of luck, but we didn't talk about it on the show, and I swear to you, I don't lie. That's the biggest problem here.
So the whole shit about I choose Carano, that proves my point once again. You got him by the balls. He needs you. It's not like he likes you. It's like that. It's that you're more valuable to him because I come on once a week. I'm a guest. The show will go on fine without me. He has no fucking clue how to do what you do. But he also has no clue because he's so technologically inept. He also has no clue how replaceable you are. This fucking Deb Z is a better producer than Carano. That's just a fact. She shows up to work. She comes prepared. She does her job, and she doesn't try to hijack the fucking show. That's what makes her superior to you. So go on.
Probably should have lied to Turtleboy.
No, I'm not asking you to lie.
That created a problem.
No, I'm not.
I did not hear his What show are you talking about? What show did you talk about it on? I don't even know.
He has YouTube shows and a blog.
He doesn't even know about this.
I didn't see either. This is what I do. I say I'm not going to get caught.
Gerry doesn't go on the
I have to
YouTube
do a
machine.
show.
Yes, if you would have sent
I didn't listen to Shattuck. I didn't hear what Kirk said. Yep. I will today. All right.
You don't have to. At this point, it doesn't matter. In fact, I'm less worried about them than I am worried about. I'm not even really. At this point, I don't care. I just want to know that if I'm in a foxhole, that you're in the foxhole with me, and we weren't. I have your back. If I knew, I told you that this was happening. I told you over the weekend that this was happening, and for you to then not look into it sucks for me. It feels like you don't have my back.
I told you, as I've told you every time, you gotta learn to ignore them. You gotta. That's the only way that you survive and without driving you crazy. I've seen.
This is Landon
people.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I think that's great advice. And a lot of the times I do ignore it. And like I said, if I felt like you were with me on this, then I can absolutely take all that bullshit. I've taken troll bullshit for a long time. You get it way more than I do. You're a much bigger account. You're a much bigger voice.
Yeah, bigger microphone. Yes.
And I showed you some of the people who were attacking me over this, and I said, I have no problem ignoring them. I showed you people.
But I'm talking about Turtleboy attacking me.
Oh, you can't.
He's got a bigger public.
You know what? I should have listened, read his blog, but I was at that point where I didn't want to get caught up in that. I didn't want to go back and forth with him. I wanted to move on. That's
the thing. I mean, Gerry, it's like that wasn't an option at that point. This whole thing about I didn't want to get caught up in it. Well, Carano kind of gave you no choice. Carano did this. And you didn't want to tell him to do his job. And you didn't want to look into any of this stuff. And here we are now. So it's kind of like a lesson learned situation. Like I didn't want to. I know you didn't want to. But that's the problem. And I didn't want any of this to happen either. I just wanted to show up and do the show once a week. That's it. I'm not the high maintenance one here. People are acting like Turtleboy's the high maintenance one. I just want to show up and do the freaking show like I do, like I've been doing for 2 years without a problem. Nothing's changed. This scandal, whatever this is, like this is nothing new. This happens all the time with me. All the time. Like, welcome to Turtleboy. All right, go on.
For the love of God, Gerry,
that's what we have to do. I'm not going to.
No, I like Gerry.
Days on end talking about.
He's not built for this.
Turtle riders said to me, "I'm not," and maybe some people think I should, but that's not what I want to do. It's not what I'm going to do.
Well, he thinks
Neil Young, and we're going to talk about Joe Biden. We are going to move on. Sorry,
but that's okay. But he thinks this is what he's saying to the world, that you gave him, that I gave you an ultimatum. That's what he's telling the world.
He's so mad that Gerry didn't
put him back on. I'm quitting. I'm out of here. I'd leave you high and dry. I'd never do that. Number one, not for that. Not like that. I'm not gonna.
First of all, you didn't say that you were going to quit. You said you were going to quit on Thursdays. You said you would not do the show on Thursdays. You did say that. You put it in writing. I won't go on the show with you. Well, then how are we going to do this? So you send me the StreamYard link in the morning. So you're not going to email it to me. So we can't communicate via email. So, okay. So how am I going to get the link? And I'm going to go on there and you're going to say, good morning, Turtleboy. So you're not going to say good morning anymore. We're just going to have an awkward thing where it's like, hey, Gerry, can you tell Matt to turn my mic up? We in the morning, he's like, okay, Aidan, can you play with the mixer? Can you change your volume up? So he's going to say, hey, Gerry, can you tell Aidan to do that? Because I can't talk to him directly because I'm a fucking child. I mean, what kind of fucking grown-up does this? This is your job, dude. Show up and do your fucking job. That's it. Go on.
Leave you high and dry.
Would never.
But that is his narrative.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't quit anyway, and then he quits. Right?
I gave you an ultimatum. That is the narrative. So did you tell him that? Did you tell him, hey, listen.
I told you exactly what I told him. You weren't comfortable with him. I needed a week or two. I'll say it again. I told him that you weren't comfortable having him on, whatever this was, Wednesday into Thursday.
Yeah.
Give me a week or two. I'll talk to him. We'll work this out. No problem. Okay. And 5 minutes later, he's tweeting at you, calling you a bitch.
I know.
So right there, we were done. Right there, we were done, and I was moving on.
That's fine.
And I understand you're
and I realized
being caught up in these kind of.
That's not true.
And by the way, when I did that, I realized I was kind of burning the bridge there, and I was fine with it. I don't really care that much, because what I'm not going to do is just silence myself, and Gerry knows that. And when he talked to me before, he's like, I know it's not really what you do, and I understand if you don't. And I'm like, yep, probably going to say something. Probably gonna and he didn't say like if you do this you're out, but I kind of knew I was. Like I didn't expect that. I'm like if I'm blowing this up, because I'm not going to stay silent. That's not what I do. That's what Gerry and Kirk had to do for a long time with Bob Murchison until they couldn't stay silent. So they came to me, the guy who doesn't stay silent. Yeah, I'm useful to you until I'm not useful to you. That's the way, and that's fine because I'm also useful to myself, and I'll be just fine on my own. I've been doing this for quite some time. You know, we got a lot of followers on here. We got a lot of people in Turtle Club. Things are going okay around here for once. Ever since I dissolved the corporation, people stopped suing me too. It's been nice. So go on.
Saying I'm used to it.
No, you're not, because you were letting nobodies get under your skin.
No,
Yes.
letting Turtleboy, who's writing a blog post and doing a video and doing 3 videos on me.
3 videos.
Get under my skin.
And by the way, I didn't write they were under your skin before I wrote those things. The fact that you would not come on the show with me initially meant that they were already under your skin. So don't say that it was just Turtleboy getting under your skin. It was the random nobodies that were under your skin, you liar.
But only because I didn't feel like you were with me on it. That's all. I guess we don't have to keep going. It's the same point, and it's totally fine.
I thought I made my choice. I thought I made it pretty clear. I went, I went with. It wasn't hard. I went with Rogan. I didn't go with Neil Young. It was an easy one.
I'm Neil Young. Okay.
I appreciate you talking. I appreciate you talking to me on air about this. I really do. I appreciate that we had this conversation.
Although we talked about other things, we're not doing just this. But
yeah,
you're leaving me. I need somebody new.
Yes.
I need somebody. Most important thing, they have to have thick skin.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The most important thing is they got to know how to do it, man. They know how to produce. And I kept explaining this to Turtleboy. I said, I don't know how to do it by myself. I can't do it. He kept saying, and I'm saying, what are you, nuts? I need Carano. Anyway.
There it is.
I need a new one.
Like, there it is. Thank you, Gerry. I need Carano. Not like I want, like he looked at him like I cannot lose him. Sorry, Aidan. I have to be willing to use you because Carano is this invaluable cog. And by the way, now he's gone. He fucking left you. He left you because you didn't fucking jump in a foxhole with him and defend the Carano brand, whatever the fuck that is, which is just madness. I mean, good luck getting a job after this, Carano. Like, how'd your last job go? Well, I quit because my boss didn't jump in a foxhole with me when somebody said something mean about me on Twitter. Yeah, so I quit. He didn't let me run the content on the show anymore. So I quit.
The new Carano, and we'll put out the call. What can they do?
So,
I appreciate because I know you're upset. I appreciate.
All right, let's take a quick vote here. I want to have a vote in the comments. Who do you guys think is most responsible for this whole situation? We're going to take a vote. 1 for Carano, 2 for Gerry, 3 for Turtleboy. So who's most responsible for this blow up? 1 for Carano, 2 for Gerry, 3 for Turtleboy. Go ahead. See, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1 more. A lot of 1s. Definitely some 2s. Ken says 2. M-Job says 2. Laura says 2. Laura Shaw. Jack says 2. Christine. But I think 1s are winning. Who's going to vote for me? Brezhnev says 2. A lot of the Turtle Club people are saying 2. Brad's, he's a 1. Laura's a 1. The Rover's a 2. The initial fall, 1. Okay. Western Mass Turtle Girl says 2. Yeah. So nobody's, I mean, I know you guys are fans of the show. Nobody. Okay, so we got 1. We got 𝗏𝗵𝘃𝗃𝗍𝗃. Is that 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗍𝗃 from Shepherd Hill? Is that the 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃? Is that you? So if you guys, I mean, because on Twitter, it's a completely different world. A lot of people are like they're all at fault. How the fuck am I at fault? I'm just being myself. Like, what am I doing? I was disinvited on a show that I wasn't on, and then I wasn't quiet about it, period. Like, what the fuck did I do wrong? Anyway, let's play some more. And Gerry, and I hope Gerry, I'm sure we will, because guess what? He's a fan of Turtleboy at the end, and I'm a fan of what he does at the end. At the end of the day, Carano will be gone. There will be a new producer, and I have no doubt in my mind at some point I'll be back on the show, period. And Gerry's the kind of guy, at least, that he'll talk about this. You know, he's not afraid to talk about this. Like Carano is
But
very
you're not
afraid.
leaving in a huff. I've seen
I'm not
people.
going to do that. No, that's fine.
So what do they do if they're interested in the gig?
They should reach out to me directly or reach out to the show directly.
Oh, he's hiring
the @theCallahanShow.com.
no.
Just
He's in charge of the
send a
hiring.
resume. I
See,
mean,
he's making another mistake.
Like a show before, content before.
You had to have produced a show before. Like what? So what are you going to get? First of all, what show has Matt Carano ever produced? Something on fucking iTunes that no one's ever listened to before? What have you produced? He's already fucking it up by allowing Carano to be the guy who's in charge of hiring the next guy. Because I was going to say, some of you guys should do it, but if you haven't produced a show before, whatever that means, you're not going to get somebody who's produced a show before. You should just get somebody that you could teach to do it. And I'm sorry, but Gerry's got to learn. You can't do the whole I'm a boomer, I don't do technology thing if you're doing an internet podcast. Like, you need to learn it. You have to learn it a little bit. I don't know that much about it. I outsource some stuff, but I have to learn it a little bit.
Just send it if you're just interested.
No, because you've done a lot. I was explaining this to 𝗏𝗏 last night, or to somebody else, and I said, "You're doing sales. You're doing sales. You're doing subscriptions. You're doing producing the show every day."
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing is as long as they can kind of cover the technical part of it, which is just get the show recorded and up. And so as long as they have the equipment necessarily, the software, they should know. If they produce audio, they should know how to do all that stuff. The other things are right. There's sales. We're dealing with advertisers. There's marketing. We have our interns. There's a ton of stuff going on. But I can help.
He's trying to make himself sound so much more important.
I can help.
Locals.
As long as
I made a locals account today. It's easy.
Then I can help with the other stuff, doing the books, like
the books.
Transition them.
That's what a fucking account. Like the books. Like the books, dude. It's what you're not a fucking accountant. I have books too. Like, it's called my fucking bank ledger. Like I use something. It's called QuickBooks. Into it, you just fucking put the fucking numbers in of money in and out of your bank account, and that's the books. And then you give it to your accountant, and he presses some numbers, and you get a tax return. The books. Give me a break.
Well, the goal is that we'll definitely have someone on air with you. So can we say that you're going to be off air?
I'm going to get to that. This is why I'm not happy with you.
All right. So, so the week of the 21st, I think should be at least someone to do all the technical stuff should be on air with you. So my last day on air with you should be the 11th, I would think.
All right. I told you a long time ago I was planning on taking a trip in February.
So now they talk about the trip and they
big day.
I gave you a great recommendation.
Hotel is $1,200 a Ben, and some people I know.
Car fees or rental car fees or anything.
I will have someone new in place.
Yeah.
And you are promising to help.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Callahan helped me last time. And
did he?
The books.
Well, he
very complicated. The Gerry Callahan show.
No, he did not recommend me. He recommended two other people first. He should have recommended me.
I had Sergeant Dave first.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Didn't have all the technical
like that's another thing. Gerry should be. You're letting this guy around the money. Why are you letting him around the money? What I would hope that, I don't know if this is incorporated. The Gerry Callahan show is incorporated. I would assume there is, because there's going to be a decent amount of money coming through it, mostly from 𝗏𝗏𝗃, but a lot of money, MyPillow and shit like that coming through there. You're going to have to pay taxes on that, show revenue, blah, 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 blah. Why is Carano doing the ledgers? Like, why is he touching the money? So I assume there's a bank account tied to this that existed before Carano was around. Why does he have access to that bank account? Like, why? Anyway.
And I still follow him and I like him, but there was someone. I tried out a few people.
You did, and
you are just, again, you're smart, you're sane, but you're a little sensitive. You're a little sensitive. That's
a little sensitive.
I mean, if you were in radio,
by
the way, you were in the Kirk Minihane world.
You have no idea.
Didn't you learn to take a beating?
Yeah,
that's not it. It's people were on my side. You weren't on my side. You should have been taking a beating too, you son of a bitch. You were the one who put us in this situation.
I'm sorry. We have two different definitions of a beating. I tried to find out. Again, I'm sorry I didn't listen to Turtleboy. I was trying tried to get past it and focus on the show
Or
and not
past
get caught up in that. But we went over this last night. I was trying to find out what upset you so much. All I could find were like 2 or 3 tweets from losers.
All right, that's fine. It's fine. We don't have to retread this. We don't have to retread this.
Don't let them get to you.
How old do you guys think Carano is? Guess in the comments. I honestly have no idea. I would guess.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Like, I don't care.
I would say
he's gonna go off on his crazy little
34.
rants and do his
That'd be my
crazy
guess.
stuff. It's really proving his lunacy what he's doing.
Yeah,
It's-
right.
If you're paying attention at all, it's nuts. So I don't care.
See, I love this whole shit too. Like, it's proving his lunacy. I've never hid my lunacy. I'm kind of fucking crazy. Like, people think he's that young, 26, 28, people are saying. 27. People think he's in his 20s. I would assume at least 30 something. Wow, that young, huh? I mean, yeah, this whole thing about like, the Turtleboy is so crazy. Yeah, that's kind of the brand. It's my shtick. Like, I'm fucking eccentric and wild and I yell and shit like that. Like, that's me. That's who I've always been. I'm a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you think not Matt Carano. He's very sophisticated. He's never crazy, and he always keeps his cool, except when he goes on Sneakers follower list, and then angrily messages every single one of his followers, and it's like, you must unfollow him, or else you'll be blocked from Matt Carano. And how many people did he block? Not only on his personal page, but he blocked people using the Gerry Callahan show page, which doesn't belong to him. Why are you blocking people on that? Legit fans of the show who were fans of the show long before Carano came around, all of a sudden don't have access to the content because this little sensitive little bitch blocked them. What a
part of my life. I don't want a part of any of that world, this crazy little world. I hope for the best for him. I hope he gets help. I hope his world improves. We'll see what happens.
I hope he gets
fine. I'm totally
enough for the condescend. I hope he gets help. Like, I'm fucking like dying. Like, I hope he gets help. Like, I'm a heroin addict. Nope. I get help. I go to therapy pretty regularly. Like, I'll be good. I'm working through it. I'll be good. And honestly, I see a much brighter future for all parties involved, including in my personal life. I see a much brighter future on the horizon. And I think it's going to be a lot better. But I'll be fine. You don't need to worry about me, Carano. I'm good. And honestly, work for me and going on the Gerry Callahan show, which isn't work. It's kind of like promoting the brand a little bit. But that for me always represented normalcy. Like, if when I was having my shit and I took that time off, like, that time off was almost like not the best thing for me because all I could do was think about it. Immersing myself in my work is the greatest distraction. It's the best way for me to take my mind off this shit. And I yell at you people all the time. Remember I flipped out at 7-pounder? Ask him. I could ripped into 7-pounder one time. Poor 7-pounder. I've ripped into a lot of you people before. That's just what I do. And we'll be good.
fine. I just want you to have my back and me to have your back. And there we are. That's it. That's it.
All right.
All right.
Ben 𝗵𝘃𝗧𝘂𝗏 just officially announced his retirement.
Oh, he can't throw anymore.
That's true. That's what happened. Ben 𝗵𝘃𝗧𝘂𝗏 will all be him, but now I just maybe it's Mahomes. The celebrities. It's hard to root for them. You want them to.
All right. So that's about it. So I mean, what's the most memorable quote from that with Carano? Deb, what do you what was your most memorable Carano quote tonight?
Oh my God, there's so many. I really can't. With the foxhole, that just blew me away.
The foxhole one was great.
Yeah, I can't.
In harm's way. That
Shrapnel,
one
was I think he's in Call of Duty. He's not in real life.
I know. Oh, how could anybody possibly listen to that and be like, Turtleboy is the problem here? Like, honest. I mean, I'm a little biased. How can anybody listen to that and be like, who's the bad guy here? Turtleboy. Like, what?
It's ridiculous. And Gerry just let him run all over him. And you're gonna let this guy who's making all this trouble for you and leaving, let him vet the new people? That sounds great. It's like a recipe for disaster to me.
He's learned nothing. Like, what are you doing? But again, it's his show.
I'll blindly trust you to do that. Excellent. Yeah. And let me get the keys to the finances too before I go. Like, okay.
Oh no. I mean, I don't think he's a thief. I don't think he's gonna steal money or anything. But I just don't trust. I mean, he became way too as a partner. Like the way he said we. He's affecting us. He's affecting it's not your job to mind the Gerry Callahan show's reputation. Like, that's not your job. It's your job to press buttons. And he kind of thinks it is. And
he thinks he's like social media manager and finance manager and like marketing and everything else. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And when he said earlier on, he's like, basically he's like telling Gerry, I'm like, he's using him. He's like, I was just, you're an established guy. I was trying to get my reps in. I think that was the term he used, right? Getting in my reps.
Yeah.
Like, basically using you for practice here. Like climbing the fucking ladder.
But you only stayed for 6 months, so that's gonna look great when you say you quit because you cried on a Twitter fight. Like, okay, that sounds great for your next employer.
Yeah, like how'd you leave? Oh, because of this. Yeah, okay, well, because
I cried. I was insulted in the flame war. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, Turtleboy hurt my feelings in a flame war that I started, and then my boss didn't come on and burn Turtleboy. Okay, so there we go. So. All right. Do you guys have anybody have any questions or anything in the comments? We'll ask Turtleboy to end the show here. Any thoughts on any of this? Go ahead. If you do, I can answer as many as I can. Kind of a long show, but kind of a good one. So I think we're going to lay the Carano shit to bed after this. It's over. I'm glad. On to the next thing. Carano blew up his career because he listened to a potato who rips butts for a living. God bless Western Mass Turtle Girl. That's exactly it. Like literally, like that's the most remarkable part about this. Is like just go and read the reports on her. I'm not even going to say her name. You all know who she is. Nobody of any value listens to anything this person says, and we're not even going to go there. Apparently, he does though. He also wants to hold Gerry's hand and skip in the fucking. I know it's fucking weird. It is weird. It is weird. Prognosis for Riccio. I've never said this about a person before. So Brian Riccio tweeted from the hospital day. He's like in there, like, I hope it hurts. Like whatever he's in there for, I hope he's in pain. Like, because Brian Riccio is a horrible, shitty person, and the world is a better place without him. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't give a shit if Brian Riccio dies. I really don't, because he doesn't give a shit if I die. Who's the worst person? Carano. Oh, that's a good one. Or Patrick Mahomes' cunt of a girlfriend. You know what? I'll say Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend. It's like we all do. Carano's a bitch and all, but he hasn't reached that level yet. Will you call Gerry? I feel like you should call me. Like you ended things. I got broken up with on a podcast. That's a first. But yeah, I mean, I'll call him. We'll be fine. Yeah, of course I do it. I do it. Like, why not? And I have no doubt I will be. Like, and if I'm not, that's fine too. Like, life will go on. Yeah, using Gerry for reputation thing is what. Why did you reach out to Kirk? So honestly, I reached out to Kirk for advice, like, because Kirk is king of like the flame wars, and I'm like, what would you do in this situation? And I wanted his honest assessment, and he's like, if I were Gerry, I would fire Carano. Like that's what I would do. I wouldn't put up with this shit. But he's like, Gerry, it's like, this is my criticism when I left WEI is that he didn't stand up for me. Wasn't because Gerry doesn't like conflict. And he's like, this is, and then I told Kirk, I specifically asked him, I said, I got this thing from the Holden police that exonerates me. Should I send it to him? And he goes, yeah, send it to Gerry and send it to Carano. I send it to Carano. He goes, you're being a lunatic. You're sending me shit that exonerates you, you lunatic. And I sent it to Gerry. He's like, oh, this is good. Well, I'll send this to Carano. It's like, but he's like, you're crazy. He just basically didn't want to hear anything I had to say. Do you follow Portnoy and Barstool anymore? Not really. I see as more drama going on today. And for all the people who say they don't like the drama aspects of it, it's like, that's not all I do with Turtleboy. But like, it's entertaining. Are you not entertained? Like, it is what it is. Why is Kirk pissed off at Carano? I don't know. That's his own thing. I can't keep track of the Minihane world. It's very confusing for me. I don't know the players. I don't do the parody songs. So I can't even begin to understand what their problem is. But I know he does have a problem with them. Exactly. Like, of course. Like, Gerry reads Turtleboy. So he's going to, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. You've been broken up via podcast before. It was just for some loser from Maine. Exactly. Oh, yeah. You're right. This isn't the first time. This is not the first time that's happened. That's a good point. And stay away from sneakers. And I just want to be on the record. I think Sneakers is a bad person. If he did what he's accused of, which it sounds like he did, bad Sneakers. Naughty Sneakers. But I also don't care who follows Sneakers on Twitter. And I'm not going to tell you that you're blocked if you follow him, okay? Yeah, it's like, and that's the other thing. Like, why did Carano get a forum to talk about this? And I got to go on my own shit, you know? You think Carano's going to stay on the show? He can't now. Can he? No way. No way. Yeah, Gerry hasn't learned the lesson about attention-seeking co-hosts yet. I could teach Gerry a lot. I could teach Gerry a lot. And if you read the reactions on there, it's like people are pissed. There's a lot of blowback. It's not just that they like me. Like, it's like that, you know, they're big fans of me. Like, are we still live? I see one person on there. I see one person on the thing. Hold on. Hopefully we're still live. Hold on. Okay. So I don't know why it says one there, but anyway, why does it say one person watching? Okay. You guys, oh, now it's 203. Okay. Now we're back. All right. What was I saying? I forget what I said. Oh, the people reacting. It's like, I'm sure some people enjoyed the banter I brought on there, but they're there for Gerry, and I understand that. I don't think it's that they'll miss me or anything like that. I think it's that it's what this represents, that like you're an anti-cancel culture show that literally canceled the guest. The principle of that is going to be hard for some people to get over, I think. He thinks he needs him. Yeah, I mean it's an abusive relationship. That's what it sounds like. Not good. I would not want to be in that position. Yeah, mine's fine now. Now it says 199 on mine. Any other questions, guys, before we call it a night? Good show. That chick Danielle was in the backstage the whole time, and she's messaging on private chat, and she's been calling me. How many missed calls did I get? She's calling me again. Oh my God. Hello.
Hello.
Which one is this, Danielle or Jessica?
This is Jessica.
What's up? What do you want?
I was calling because, first of all, you came at me about my child, so
I didn't come at your child. I said you were a shitty mom.
How am I a shitty mom?
Because you're a whore. You've been on Turtleboy 3 times.
But the first time I was on Turtleboy, that didn't even have anything to do with me.
The first time I was on Turtleboy is not a phrase that any normal person should ever say in their life.
Okay, and it was 2 times, and the first time was my sister getting into a fight.
With you. You were also arrested during that.
I wasn't arrested that day.
Oh, then why is there a mugshot?
Because I was arrested previously.
Oh, okay. So that's normal. Why? See, you're a fraud because you have an excuse for everything.
I don't have an excuse for
It's never your fault. It's never your fault, is it? Yeah, you went in there and you freaking took a woman's labor and you sat in the chair and then you never paid her for that labor and somehow you don't think you're responsible for that.
No, but listen, if you asked her that when we were texting the other day, I told her that if she gave me a fair price for messing up my hair, I would go in and I would pay it.
Okay, well, guess what? I'm going to message her and ask her because I've talked to her too. Let me see if that's true.
Fine.
Okay.
I literally said we can solve this, but I don't think $240 it should be acceptable when you dyed my hair orange.
It wasn't orange; it was silver.
No, but my hair was already silver going in. That's what I wanted.
It doesn't make
black
any
roots.
sense. Oh my God!
I'm trying to explain it to you. What I wanted, my hair was already silver. I wanted black roots with a silver balayage that blended into the black.
Can we save this for Saturday? Let's talk.
No, because I don't want to go on there because all that's going to happen is I'm going to be harassed.
You're on here right now. You know that, right? You know I'm live, right?
All right, then be live. It is what it is.
Okay, yeah, okay. So just stay away from Mike Giannetti in the meantime, and we'll talk on Saturday.
Stay away from your team, but you can call me.
No, Mike Giannetti. He's not on my team. I don't like him.
Okay.
Are you Team Carano? Are you a Carano right now?
I don't even know who that is.
You're better off not. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, well, I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
You literally said, my sister even cleared it up for you that it had nothing to do with the first story you posted.
Okay. We'll talk on Saturday. Let me do some research and I'll get back to you. Okay?
Oh,
okay.
Sure.
All right, bye. 10 calls. 10 times she called. So anyway, I got to do my research. I'm going to research up on her. Okay. Just stay away from Giannetti, because I tell you, those two girls, like Giannetti sees them, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna give them all the heroin. Like they are gonna be my next fucking 𝗬𝗲𝗄𝗃 𝗬𝗃𝗃 right there. Oh man. All right, guys. We're gonna call it a night. We'll see you guys all on Saturday night for the next episode of the Turtleboy Live. We're gonna be snowed in together. Peace, Turtle Riders.